Hello everyone, this is Tanner the Banana here, and today I'm going to teach you how to do this. So without further ado, let's go over to the crafting table and oh crap, I forgot about that. I moved that to clean the area over there. Okay, we'll be back after these messages. Okay, so ever since the third video, yes, the very third video that I made at the beginning of my channel, along with other videos that I've shown this very spectacular sword in, you may have been wondering, Tanner, how on earth are you able to make such an amazing sword like you have right now? Tell me. You must show me your secrets. Tell me! Fear not, passionate viewers, for it's not a secret on how I made this very spectacular sword. All I did was Googling, searching, looking up the length of the katana, looking at what colors it should be, the placements and all that, and thousands of paper straws. Thick ones at that. I'm not kidding. Maybe like 3,000. 6,000. Maybe 8,000. Or maybe it's over 9,000! If you haven't seen my how to make your anime figurines sorta, dolls, or figurines, really, all you have to do is roll up the corner of the piece of paper all the way up to that corner so that you'd have a super dummy thick straw. Come on, this'll take time. Come on, get all over there. There we go. Once you're getting the feeling of it, you know you're all the way right up there. It's okay if it's misplaced or anything. As long as it's thick, then that works. So yeah, that's how you make a thick paper straw. So you might have seen one of those useless tutorials telling you how to make a katana with only using one piece of paper as its blade and using this to support it. Just one of these to support it. Just folding these up into whatever you do. You just fold it into whatchama diamonds. Yeah, whatever the heck these things are. Then you cut the end off of it. Then tape this in. And then later on, you just shove this thing right up there. And that's the only thing that you need. Yeah, apparently that's all that you need. So, apparently, when you're all walking out, going on an adventure, and then eventually you see an enemy on your way, what do? You probably need to take this out of your pocket, because this'll work. But then, once you hit said object, it will just break. And this is more like a dagger than a sword, really. Just one of these things is not going to be that strong. And this is not even tall enough to be a sword, so let's get on to the actual tutorial instead of one of those crappy DIYs, shall we? Okay, so now that you're done making those paper straws, just take 3 in a row, and of course you're going to have to tape 3 of them together. But, since we're not going through that hassle, we're going to use duct tape to wrap it all around. You just start off at the bottom like this. Hold on. Something similar to whatever those tutorials are. Then you roll your way up, or down in this perspective, all the way down so that all three of these are stuck together. Then, what you're gonna want to do is tape up your next layer and hold on. Go on, just put on top and do the same as we did. Just tape it, layer it on top. That's how I made my sword extra thick. Now, it's not going to make a good old slice, but it's going to be pretty strong and thick. Now, what you're going to want to do next is put this next one in a better position. Maybe just hold on. Okay, get the thing out. And you're gonna want to tape this on like so. Come on. Then the next thing you're gonna do is grab another one, lay it on top of each other, then tape it on. Just like on the other one. Sorry, it's so slow, everyone. Kind of hard to maintain things on such a low desk. Or, really, in this case, a coffee table. And, what we did to the bottom, we're gonna do to the top next. So, be back in a bit, guys. Now, once you're done with all the pieces, feel free to put the, tanto over there to cut the end of it if you, want to now or later. But since it's all done, now, next what you're gonna want to do is bend the 10% of the blade, so that it's curved. The rest of the 90% of it is straightened out. So, bend it out pretty good, make things nice and even. Now, the next thing you're gonna want to do is, well, you know, lay your paper all over it so that you may color it in later, silver, or whatever you want to do. Demon Slayer colors, such as Tanjiro's black sword, or, other swords, like silver or yellow, or other stuff like that. But yeah, you just, or easier way, you could just glue the layer on so that you can color it on later. I'll be back with that in a bit. Okay guys, so the next thing I've learned was you can layer the paper on top of the blade, but also use some silvery substance like aluminum foil tape or some heater's tape that has a silvery color. Unfortunately, mine does not have the regular silvery kind, so it's all just logos and all that. So the next thing you're going to want to do is to duct tape this entire thing on the inner hilt so that this entire thing can be your outer hilt. That way you'd have a comfortable hold and it'd be fairly sturdy. So I'll get back to this and show you what to do next. The next thing you're going to want to do is the Tsuba also known as the guard for the sword. So what you want to do is take a piece of cardboard, cut it into a circle, then cut out a little oval in the middle so that this fits in just like so. And what you're going to want to do next is once you got it fit tight on there, you're going to have to want to tape it on or use Gorilla Glue on it. If you're gonna use Gorilla Glue on it, though, I suggest having your parents help you, or if you have latex gloves, use them and proceed with caution. Alright, now that I attach the Suba onto the thing, now, you know when you see one of those brass metal parts on the blade? Like, here, let me show you. Like, something like this. That's exactly what I'm going to do on this sword, except with this piece of cardboard. This is what helps keep the Suba in place for samurai. Plus, I think this is a pretty good way of keeping the blade from flopping everywhere all the time once you're holding onto the sword. Let's get back to that. Well, folks, I've done pretty much everything here. All that's left to do is layer it all with paper and paint it all with the color that's needed here. But I'm gonna stop it off right here and finish the rest tomorrow. It's already nighttime and I'm ready to hit the sack. So, I'll see you guys, next clip tomorrow. And with all that detailing here done, let's take a good look at the sword. Of course, I don't have any brass paint, so I painted this brass piece gold. Leaf and left the Suba silver, because it looks pretty good with this, doesn't it? Oh yeah, and for the hilt ropes, whatever the katanas were used for, if you want to give the hilt the sort of good old traditional samurai look, all you have to do is just cut out diamonds, and then line them up on the hilt. And design your sword the way you want to do this. Overall, I think this sword is the better sword, because this has much more weight than the other sword, and it's got this good old shine, despite the logoing on the silver tape that I used. But anyways, let's compare the two. This is the sword that I had 2 years ago, and have made 2 years ago. And this is the more recent one. Now that I have both in my possessions, look at me, I'm like Inosuke from Demon Slayer. This is pretty sick. But yeah, this sword is the better sword. Look at me, I'm like doing all this samurai Demon Slayer sort of stuff. But yeah, this has been Tanner the Banana, and this was my video on how to make a paper sword made with silver tape and cardboard and paper. I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.